Welcome to Igniting Discovery, an AUANews Insight Tract podcast. This series is part of the AUA Innovation Nexus, an ecosystem that connects innovators, clinicians, and industry leaders to advance discovery in urology. In each episode, we hear directly from those shaping new ideas and moving innovation forward.
Welcome to the AUANews Insight Tract. I'm Hugo Davila, and I'm joined by Raul the Storey, and we are proud to represent our company, Arcus Medical. Raul, why don't we introduce ourselves and as well we'll explain to the listeners what Arcus Medical is.
Yes, well, thank you, everybody. First of all, thank you for having us in this community, and it is a pleasure. I'm Dr. Raul Storey, and I'm a medical oncologist by training, and also a clinical innovator and co-founder from Arcus Medical with Hugo and the rest of the team. I am more involved in the clinical strategy and helping to ensure that we build, products that can support patients, our patients community in different aspects, specifically at this time in urology. And it has been a pleasure and a beautiful journey over the years to co-create with Hugo and the rest of the team. And this is only a beautiful moment in time where we're going to continue expanding our reach. And this space gives us this opportunity. Thank you.
Excellent. As I say, I'm Hugo Davila. I'm a urologist, and I practice in Vero Beach, Florida. And I have been lucky enough to have a team in our company that are more talent than me. And as Raul is one of them, co-founder, president as well. And we have three other engineers that has been essential that in our journey with our company, Isaias, Mariano, Victor, and more recently, we have the pleasure, and we're going to talk about these to add a new member to our family, thanks to Nexus. Basically, Arcus Medical is a company that we create in the search to improve patient care. And we are focused more on female patient care, okay? And the particular problem that we're trying to improve is pelvic organ prolapse. Therefore, we designed, an instrument that allows to fix this problem in the office, and the name is TLT, tissue lifting and tensioning, okay? And these we are very, very confident that will provide a better care to those patients that has a pelvic organ prolapse in the office. So why don't we start, Raul, by talking, what do you think about what is Nexus, and what do you think that Nexus has as, is important for us as a company?
Absolutely. The AUA Innovation Nexus, it's a unique accelerator basically designed to connect clinicians, startups, industry leaders to move urology innovations from concept to clinical reality. And this is the mission of what they have. So what it makes it, matters is that it's deeply grounded, physician insight, but also with patient-focused impact. And they have been able to create this space where all these different industry leaders, are in the same play on the same sandbox, so they can communicate and interact to exponentially expand their reach. So it is a phenomenal program, and we're lucky to be part of it.
We are, I agree. So we were lucky enough to participate in the Nexus boot camp that was last September, and at the AUA headquarters. And for a full weekend, we have 20 companies, 20 different products, 20 different problems, 20 different solutions that we are all working with passion. And we were put together in the same room with people with more business understanding than us, with people who has done many times, have success in developing a product and creating a business. Because as you know, creating a business is almost impossible. It's estimated that about 95 to 97% of companies will fail. And then only about 3%, maybe 5%, okay, will end up developing something that will get to the market. So this is extremely difficult, and connecting with the people that has done that 5%, 3% success is what we accomplish in Nexus. Is the connection is very meaningful, and we saw that in the Nexus boot camp. Raul, what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that Arcus Medical is facing before participating in Nexus boot camp?
Absolutely. And as an early stage startup, medical device company, our biggest challenge we were facing was in the field of patent protection, FDA approval and regulation, all the regulatory pathways, scalability, and fundraising. And we were very blessed to have all these people in the room that we can get feedback in all those different aspects that we were having challenges from, and get feedback from them so we can learn and we can evolve our company into the best version.
Yes, and I think that you said it very well. It is, I always is kind of a cliche that everybody say, always be in the room where you are not the smarter people. And I think that I felt that way, Raul, when I went to
Mhm.
Nexus boot camp, because yes, I feel comfortable talking about clinical problems. I feel comfortable talking about surgical solutions, but I'm not business people. I'm not a business person. I don't have that training. And certainly I think that is what I saw in Nexus as well. They were able to put for us roundtables where we were have a one-on-one communications with patent lawyers, with regulatory people that have done the 510 pathway FDA approval, reimbursement CPT codes, that agencies that can help you to expand those reimbursement that is important in any aspect of medicine. So, but that one-on-one connections, it was essential for us. And I think as well, not only that, but now we're coming out of that weekend with those connections. We have those emails. We can reach out to them. We can ask them questions. So
Yeah.
I truly believe that it is mandatory if you have an idea and you have a product that you need to connect with people that have more experience with you, and Nexus certainly provide that for us, especially during the boot camp.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more, Hugo. And that is like create that turning point that really accelerate our progress as a company. Because when you get that feedback from those clinicians and business, leaders, then it allow us to accelerate the internal decision making from the company that bring more traction externally and interest from other investors or other people in the industry.
I agree. So I think that, another thing that I was very excited, Raul, that you and me, we have discussed that multiple times, um, before I went to Nexus, our presentation was very physician-driven
Yeah.
presentation. Our message will resonate in other physicians. It was engaging, I agree. So,
Yeah.
but it was very clinical. And now, since we went to Nexus and we got that feedback, so we have transformed our message to that potential investor. Okay,
Yeah.
is that how can we and communicate with people that could be interested in investing money in our product, in our company, and how we're going to tell them the milestones that we're going to accomplish and how we're going to get there.
Oh,
I
great.
think that is another thing that I significantly, saw the improvement before and after.
Correct. Because for us, for doctors, it's very easy to share between doctors, like the message, what we need to do clinically. But then learning, like, or providing the information the way other fields want to hear from the project for them to become interested about it financially, structurally, in different aspects. It's what we learn and we got from Nexus, from that experience. And yeah, we're happy in the track we're going now.
Yeah, and I'm not aware of, of course, these are business accelerators that has been around for many, many years, but I truly think that the AUA and Nexus are building this in a very good way because one thing that I have seen, Raul, for the many years that I have been part of the urology community is we physicians we are able to see where is the gap between our patients' complaint and what options we offer them.
Mhm.
And we know which one is a good option and which one is a bad option.
Mhm.
And then we know one to one every day in our clinic, what can we improve? Okay. And if you talk with many physicians, all of us always come with ideas, but we don't know how to make those ideas into a
A
product,
reality.
into a business. And I think that the AUA putting these Nexus program is connecting the dots. So I think that it is essential that the Nexus not only continue growing, but that all the members of the AUA and as well, any product that may impact urology care, reach out to and apply to Nexus because I think is not only it is important to connect with business people. Let's say, okay, I have this great idea and great product, but maybe the investor that I'm presenting this idea is AI investor, and he doesn't care anything about medicine because he has never invested in that field. So reaching out to people that they are interested in the field, and in this case, urology care, is essential. And I think that is unique to Nexus is it is catering to urology care, urology problems.
Absolutely, absolutely. And Hugo, maybe you would like to share with the community of AUA, the new family member we have in the
Yes.
company.
I agree with you. So one of the things that we accomplished after we presented at the Nexus Booth Camp is to create a lot of good friendships and as well great advice, great peoples and friends that we're going to be reaching out to them for many, many years. Okay. And the good thing about this is, all the people that were going to Nexus, they were doing this not because they will be compensated by the AUA. They were doing this because they own time and dedication to create business, okay? And we were lucky enough to create enough interest in what we are doing and to attract somebody that not only understand the field very well but has over 20 years of experience in business and have done many success business story and that person was Chris Rowland. Chris Rowland has, because of Nexus, has become part of our Arcus medical family, and and we couldn't done that without being in the same room for a weekend,
Mm.
and he listening over and over again and again and talking to others about our products. That he make that decision, say, I think this is something that I can help and I can share with them the same passion, and then he jumped on it.
Yes, 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 absolutely. And if doing some reflection about like the weekend over there, if I have to give an advice to the community that is interested or entertaining the idea of participating in Nexus, it would be to come to this meeting with an open, very open for feedback and to learn. So come to this meeting eager to listen what they have to say, different stories, the different companies that were participating. It's a great opportunity to learn, the different stages where different companies are. and all the challenges they have faced. So we have learned so much about that. And in this space of the Nexus, if you fully engage, it can significantly change the trajectory of your company. So that would be my best advice for people entertaining the idea of joining
I
Nexus.
agree. I agree, Raul. I think that, to everybody who is thinking about creating anything that will improve patient care, my advice is do it. And do it as many times as is possible until it becomes a success.
Absolutely.
And don't be afraid of trying, because at the end of the day, we as a physician are here to provide care and to improve care.
Yeah.
And I think that if we are able to connect that physician network that for us is so easy to talk among physicians because we see them every time in meetings, but we're not able to connect that well with business people because we're not seeing the problem the same way. Okay, the
Correct.
business
Correct.
people, they see it in a different way. We see it as a patient care outcome, clinical outcome. They see more the profit, the business sustainability of that, which is perfect as well. But I think is proceed with the idea. Don't be afraid of creating a product and a business, and don't be afraid to participate in a place that you may not be the smarter.
Mhm.
Don't be afraid to send an application. The worst things that can happen is that you get rejected, which, by the way, we were rejected to in 2024, and we try again in 2025, and now in 2026, we're going to be at the AUA Nexus. So rejection is part of the journey. Don't
Correct.
be afraid to be rejected, but go ahead and find any accelerator that will improve your business, will improve your product, and eventually will improve patient care.
Absolutely. And this, me being an oncologist by background, I see this as an opportunity that everything they're doing with Nexus and the AUA can be extrapolated into different fields. Now we're in the urology space, but this can be applied to multiple different other fields in the medical
I agree.
spectrum.
I agree. I think that the AUA being a leader and a very open mind leader that I have
Yeah.
seen over the many years that I have been a member,
Mhm.
I'm very happy that the AUA is building the Nexus under Dr. Kaplan leadership, that he is a tremendous force in our field. And then I think this is most likely will resonate, and maybe other specialties will do it as well.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Hugo. Thank you for this time. It has been such a pleasure to be here in
Yes,
this space.
yes,
I
it's the same
enjoy
for
our
me.
conversation.
Yes, I agree. So again, thank you for joining us on the AUANews Insight Tract. And if you are interested in learning more about Innovation Nexus, please go to the auanexus.org and you can find more information there. Thank you very much. Thank you,
Thank you,
Raul. Have a good
everybody.
day.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Igniting Discovery, an AUA News Inside Tract podcast from the AUA Innovation Nexus. To learn more about the Innovation Nexus and how to get involved, visit auanexus.org.